My friends, life is not about waiting for miracles to come. It is about working so hard that you yourself become the miracle. Every dream that seems impossible today has the potential to become reality tomorrow. But only if we are willing to walk the path of effort, patience, and persistence. Dreams are beautiful and God, but they will remain just pictures in your mind if you do not put in the sweat to paint them on the canvas of life. The distance between your dream and your reality is not measured in miles. It is measured in hard work. When you work until your dreams feel real, life transforms. Do not expect success to knock on your door. You must build the door, polish it, 16 hours in God, and stand there with determination until opportunity itself has no choice but to enter. The world respects not those who wish, but those who act. Effort is not just an action, it is a prayer in motion. Remember, the fruits of your labor may not appear overnight, but the roots of your effort grow stronger with every passing day. One day, when your dream is no longer a vision in your heart, but a reality in your hands, you will look back and smile at the journey. So, let us not stop halfway. Let us not be discouraged by failures. Work until your dreams feel real. Because when they do, life itself feels like a dream come true. A dream without hard work is nothing more than a passing thought, a flicker of imagination that excites the heart for a moment but fades into nothingness if it is not pursued with action. We all carry within us visions of what we could be, what we could achieve, and God, and how our lives could transform. But the truth is, dreams do not walk towards us. We must walk towards them with effort, determination, and the willingness to give our best, even when results seem far away. Hard work is not just about physical effort. It is about aligning your entire being, your mind, your emotions, your time, and your focus towards the realization of something greater and God. It is about waking up every morning with a sense of purpose and going to bed every night with the satisfaction that you took one more step in the right direction. Many people love to dream and God, but very few are willing to pay the price of turning those dreams into reality. They see the mountain top and admire its beauty, but they hesitate to climb the steep paths that lead upward. A hard work is the climb. It is difficult, demanding, and sometimes exhausting. But without it, the dream remains a distant mountain that is only admired from afar. The sweetness of success comes only after the bitterness of toil. Just like the fruit that tastes so delightful after months of patient watering, plowing, and care. Dreams without hard work often become regrets. Years later, when people look back on their lives, they don't regret the dreams they couldn't see. They regret the dreams they saw so clearly, but never worked for. Hard work transforms what is abstract into something tangible. God, it gives weight to your aspirations and makes them strong enough to withstand doubt, fear, and obstacles. Every hour of effort is like laying a brick, and eventually God, those bricks build the house of your dreams. It is easy to talk about what you want. It is harder to get up every day and take action for it. Yet, God, this is the defining line between wishful thinking and true achievement. A dream with no effort is like a lamp with no oil. It might look beautiful, but it will never give light. Hard work is the oil that fuels your dream, our 16 hours and God, allowing it to shine brightly not only in your life, but also in the lives of those who witness your journey. So, remember, effort is the foundation of achievement. Without it, dreams are lifeless. With it, even the most impossible vision begins to take shape, piece by piece, until one day you no longer just dream, you live it. Persistence is the quiet force that carries you across the long distance between where you are and where you wish to be. It is easy to begin with excitement, full of energy and enthusiasm. But the real test is whether you can continue when the initial thrill fades away, when the road gets harder, and when success seems so far that it almost feels unreachable. Persistence is not about moving fast, it is about refusing to stop. No matter how slow the progress may seem, it is the steady heartbeat of effort that keeps you alive in the journey of chasing your dreams. And God, without persistence, even the most talented people give up midway, while those with average skills but unwavering consistency often reach places others only dream of. Think of a river carving its way through mountains. The river does not cut rock with one mighty strike. It shapes it over years and years of continuous flow. Persistence works in the same way. Your dream may seem like a mountain before you, but if you show up every day, take small steps, 16 hours in God, and keep going without surrendering, you will eventually carve your way through it. Many people quit because they expect instant results. And God, they forget that the distance between planting a seed and enjoying its fruit is filled with seasons of watering, protecting, and nurturing. After 16 hours and God, the gap between dreaming and achieving is filled with the discipline of persistence. There will be days when motivation runs dry. On those days, persistence is your anchor. Faith in God. It whispers to you that even one more step forward is valuable. Even one more attempt matters. It reminds you that progress is not always visible in the short term, but every effort builds momentum that will one day your dream within reach. Imagine climbing a staircase in the dark. You may not see the top, but if you trust that each step is taking you higher, eventually the light will appear. That is persistence. Trusting the process, even when the destination is invisible. History is filled with examples of people who are not the fastest, smartest, or most gifted, and God, yet they won simply because they did not stop. Persistence transforms rejection into resilience, failures into lessons, and obstacles into stepping stones. It went 16 hours in God. It makes you stronger with every setback and more determined with every fall. The road to your dream is not meant to be easy. If it were, everyone would achieve it. But persistence separates the dreamers from the achievers. It proves that success is not for those who start strong, but for those who refuse to quit. In the end, persistence is the invisible bridge that takes you from your current reality to your desired future. It might sway in the wind, it might shake under your feet, but as long as you keep walking, you will cross it. Every dream may appear massive and overwhelming when you first look at it, but the truth is, it is not achieved in one giant leap. Great accomplishments are built upon small, consistent hours, actions that may seem insignificant at the moment, but carry the power to transform your life over time. Every small step counts, and it is often these little steps that make the greatest difference. The problem is ours and God. Most people ignore the value of the small beginnings because they are too focused on the end result. They want to see quick changes, overnight success, or sudden breakthroughs. But life does not work that way. Just as a mighty tree grows from a tiny seed, the greatness you seek begins in the little things you do daily. Think about climbing a long staircase. No one can jump to the top in one move. The only way to reach the higher levels is to take one step at a time. At first, those steps may feel repetitive, tiring, and slow, but each one brings you closer to the top. Similarly, in the journey of life, your habits, your discipline, and God, and your small daily actions are the stairs that carry you upward. Missing them or dismissing them as unimportant only delays your progress. On the other hand, honoring each step with patience ensures that you will eventually stand at the peak of your dream. There is power in small efforts because they build momentum. Writing a single page each day may not seem like much, but in a year it becomes a book. Saving a small amount regularly may appear too little at first, but over time it turns into wealth. Practicing for even a short while daily may feel insignificant, but one day it transforms into mastery. And God, the consistency of these small steps is what separates those who wish from those who achieve. Dreams are not achieved by occasional big efforts, but by consistent small ones. And God, another beautiful aspect of small steps is that they protect you from the weight of overwhelm. God, when you focus only on the size of your dream, it may feel too heavy, too distant, and too impossible. But when you break it down into smaller, achievable actions, the journey becomes lighter and more manageable. Success is rarely about doing one big thing right. It is about doing many small things right over and over again. Each small step you take is also a vote for the kind of person you want to become. With every act of discipline, you are telling yourself that you are committed to your dream. With every sacrifice, you are shaping your character. With every small action, you are quietly building the foundation upon which your success will stand. And one day, when you finally look back, you will realize that those small steps were not small at all. They were the very building blocks of your dream. Failure is something many people fear, yet it is one of the most powerful teachers life offers. Every time you stumble, every time you fall short of your expectations, you are given an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to discover a better way forward. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is an essential part of the process that leads to success. If you observe carefully, you will see that every great achievement in history carries a trail of failures behind it. Those who succeeded were not the ones who never failed, but the ones who refused to be defined by failure. They chose to see it not as an ending, but as a stepping stone. When you fail, life is showing you that the path you took needs adjustment. Instead of feeling defeated, you can use failure as feedback, a gentle or sometimes harsh reminder that you need to change your approach. Imagine a child learning to walk. The child falls again and again, but never gives up. Each fall is a step closer to walking steadily. If the child believed that falling meant they were not meant to walk, they would never take their first confident steps. In the same way, our failures are part of our training. They build resilience, courage, and wisdom if we choose to look at them through the right lens. Failure humbles us. It removes arrogance and replaces it with patience. It teaches us to respect the process and understand that real growth takes time and effort. Many people, when they succeed too quickly, lose appreciation for the journey. But those who walk through the fire of cherish their victories more deeply because they know the price they paid to reach them. They understand the value of persistence, the importance of discipline, and the necessity of humility. Another gift of failure is that it strengthens character. When you go through setbacks and disappointments, you build emotional muscles that cannot be developed in times of ease. You learn to endure frustration, you learn to rise after falling, and you develop the courage to try again when others might walk away. This strength becomes your greatest asset, not only in achieving your dream, but in facing life as a whole. Think about inventors, entrepreneurs, or leaders who changed the world. Behind their success stories are countless attempts that didn't work. If they had stopped at failure, we would never have seen their brilliance. Failure, when embraced, transforms into wisdom. It reveals new paths, it sharpens focus, and it teaches strategies that no book or teacher could ever provide. Motivation is wonderful. It gives us the spark to begin. It fills our hearts with energy, and it pushes us to take that first step. But the truth is, motivation is like a flame in the wind. It flickers, it fades, and sometimes it disappears completely. If you rely only on motivation, your progress will stop the moment your emotions change. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady and reliable. It does not depend on how you feel in the moment. It depends on your commitment to what you have decided. Discipline is stronger than motivation because it ensures you keep moving Even when your heart is tired, your mind is doubtful, and your emotions are against you. And think about it. On days when you feel inspired, it is easy to work towards your goals. You wake up excited, you take action, and you feel unstoppable. But what happens on the days when you don't feel like doing anything? This is where discipline becomes your true ally. Discipline whispers, and do it anyway. It doesn't ask how you feel. It reminds you of your responsibility to your dream. It is not about waiting for the perfect mood. It is about building habits that keep you going whether or not you feel motivated. When you cultivate discipline, you develop consistency. And consistency is the bridge between effort and achievement. For example, someone who wants to get healthy may feel motivated after watching an inspiring video or hearing an encouraging talk. But if they only exercise on the days they feel motivated, their progress will be slow. The person who trains daily with discipline, even when tired, will see transformation. Discipline creates momentum, and momentum creates results. Discipline also strengthens your willpower. Every time you act with discipline, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuses. You learn that comfort is temporary, but achievement is lasting. The mind always looks for the easy path, the path of least resistance. But discipline teaches you to choose the path of growth over the path of comfort. It is this ability to stay steady during discomfort that separates ordinary lives from extraordinary ones. Another beauty of discipline is that it builds character. People who live with discipline don't just achieve more, they become more. They learn responsibility, they gain respect, and they inspire others simply by their example. Discipline is not a restriction, it is a form of freedom. It frees you from laziness and from procrastination and from the regret of not trying. It turns your life into a series of intentional actions rather than random bursts of effort. Ultimately, motivation may get you started, but only discipline will take you to the finish line. Motivation is like a visitor. It comes and goes, but discipline is a lifelong companion, walking beside you no matter what. When you embrace discipline, you give your dreams the structure they need to grow into reality. Patience is one of the most underestimated qualities on the journey to success. In a world where everything is becoming faster, instant food, instant communication, instant entertainment, people have started expecting instant results in life as well. But true success, the kind that is meaningful and lasting, cannot be rushed. Just as a seed takes time to break through the soil, grow into a sapling, and finally stand tall as a tree, your dreams also need time to grow. Patience is the soil in which hard work and persistence take root. Without it, and frustration takes over, and frustration is what kills more dreams than failure ever could. When you are patient, you understand that progress is not always visible on the surface. Think of a bamboo plant. For years after planting it, you may not see much growth above the ground. But beneath the soil, its roots are spreading wide and deep, preparing to support its rapid growth later. In the same way, many of your efforts may not show immediate results, but they are building the foundation for something greater. Patience allows you to trust this invisible progress, knowing that every effort is silently contributing to your future. Impatience, on the other hand, creates pressure. It makes you compare your journey with others, and feel as if you are behind. But life is not a race, it is a personal journey. Just as no two plants bloom at the same time, no two people achieve success at the same pace. Patience helps you respect your timing. It teaches you to stay calm while waiting and to keep working without constantly questioning whether the result will come. This calmness becomes a strength, allowing you to think clearly, make better decisions, and enjoy the journey rather than being consumed by anxiety. Patience also helps you handle setbacks. Every path has obstacles, and sometimes things do not go according to your plans. If you lack patience, you may quit at the first sign of difficulty. But if you have patience, you see the setback as temporary, as part of the process. You remind yourself that the best things in life are not built overnight. This mindset makes you resilient, and resilience is what keeps you moving forward when others give up. Moreover, patience deepens your gratitude. When you wait, when you struggle, and when you finally achieve something, you value it more. You know the pain you endured, the sacrifices you made, and the effort you invested. That victory becomes sweeter because of the waiting. Success without patience may come quickly, but it rarely lasts. Success with patience becomes part of who you are and cannot be easily taken away. Patience is not weakness. It is quiet strength. It is the belief that the universe has its own timing, and your role is to keep working faithfully until the right moment arrives. When you combine patience with effort, you create results that are not only real but also lasting. Believing in your worth is the foundation upon which every dream is built. You can have talent, opportunities, and even resources, but if deep inside you do not believe you are capable or deserving, you will sabotage your own progress. Many people carry dreams in their hearts, but never chase them fully because they doubt themselves. They look at others and think, they are more skilled, more intelligent, more confident than I am. But the truth is, no amount of talent can substitute for self-belief. When you believe in your worth, you give yourself permission to try, to take risks, and to keep moving forward even when circumstances don't favor you. This belief is not arrogance. It is not about thinking you are better than others. It is about understanding that you have been given unique strengths, talents, and potential that no one else can express in the exact same way. Just as every star in the sky shines with its own light, you too have a light that only you can bring into this world. When you believe in your worth, you stop comparing your journey with others. You realize that you don't have to run someone else's race. You just need to run your own with courage and consistency. Self-belief also gives you resilience. The world is not always supportive, and you will encounter criticism, rejection, and doubt from others. If you rely only on external approval, every negative word will discourage you. But when you are rooted in the conviction that you matter and your dream matters, outside voices cannot break you. Instead, they push you to prove yourself even more. Believing in your worth is like building an inner shield. It protects your heart from discouragement and strengthens your spirit against obstacles. This belief is also a fuel for action. When you see yourself as valuable, you start treating your goals with seriousness. You no longer wait for the perfect moment or for someone else to validate your path. You create opportunities, you take bold steps, and you refuse to settle for less than what you are capable of. Confidence does not mean you have all the answers. It means you trust yourself enough to figure them out along the way. Most importantly, believing in your worth makes the journey fulfilling. Instead of chasing dreams out of fear or insecurity, you pursue them with a sense of purpose and joy. You don't work hard because you feel unworthy. You work hard because you know you are worthy of the best life you can create. This shift in mindset transforms the entire process, turning struggles into lessons and victories into celebrations. In the end, your dreams will not feel real until you first feel real, until you recognize that you are worthy of them. Once you believe this deeply, every step you take becomes a declaration that you are enough and God, and that your dream to you belongs to you as much as you belong to it. Working with gratitude is one of the most powerful ways to transform not only the results you achieve, but also the experience of the journey itself. Many people see work as a burden, something they must tolerate in order to reach their destination. But when you shift your perspective and bring gratitude into your effort, the process stops feeling like a punishment and begins to feel like a privilege. Gratitude changes the energy you carry into your work. Instead of saying, I have to do this, you begin to say, I get to do this. That simple shift unlocks joy, motivation, and a deeper sense of purpose. When you work with gratitude, every step becomes meaningful. You no longer just push through tasks for the sake of results. You value the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to move closer to your dream. Even the smallest progress feels rewarding because you are aware of how blessed you are to be on this path at all. And gratitude softens frustration. Where others complain about challenges, you see them as gifts, opportunities to build strength, patience, and resilience. This mindset not only makes you more positive, but also keeps you from giving up when the road gets difficult. Another beautiful aspect of gratitude in work is how it connects you with humility. Instead of taking opportunities for granted, you start appreciating every resource, every teacher, every lesson, and every supporter who comes your way. You recognize that your journey is not built by your effort alone. Life itself supports you in countless unseen ways. Gratitude opens your eyes to those blessings, and in turn, you work with greater sincerity and commitment. Gratitude also changes how you handle setbacks. When things don't go as planned, frustration can easily lead to discouragement. But when you are grateful, you find reasons to keep going even in failure. You say, at least I learned something, or at least I am one step further than before. This attitude keeps your spirit alive, and the living spirit is what keeps dreams alive. Working with gratitude also impacts the quality of what you create. When your effort is infused with appreciation rather than resentment, your work carries a different energy. People can feel it. Whether it's a piece of art, a business project, or a personal goal, work done with gratitude shines with authenticity. It inspires others because it comes from a place of love, not pressure. Lastly, gratitude makes success sweeter. When you finally achieve what you've been working for, you don't take it lightly. You remember the long nights, the small wins, the failures, God, and the lessons, and you feel thankful for all of it. Success becomes not just a personal achievement, but a celebration of everything and everyone that contributed to your journey. Your effort is never just about you. It carries a ripple effect that touches the lives of others, often in ways you may not even realize. When people see you working hard, staying committed, and refusing to give up despite challenges, they silently absorb inspiration from your journey. Human beings are naturally influenced by what they witness. Just as a candle lights another, without losing its own flame, your dedication can ignite hope and determination in those around you. Sometimes your effort becomes the silent encouragement that someone else needs to keep moving forward with their own dreams. Think of how powerful it is when you see someone waking up early every day, staying disciplined, and staying consistent in their goals. You begin to think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. This is the unseen power of example. Effort speaks louder than words, because words may motivate for a moment, but visible action inspires for a lifetime. Your hard work becomes proof that success is not reserved for, but a chosen few is available to anyone who is willing to put in the effort. Your effort also inspires because it shows authenticity. People can sense when someone is genuinely striving versus when they are just pretending. Authentic effort, even if it has not yet brought massive success, carries more weight than empty talk. When you are consistent and sincere in your work, you teach others that progress is possible without shortcuts, that dreams can be achieved through persistence, And that struggle is not something to be ashamed of, but something to be embraced. Moreover, your effort builds trust and respect. Those who watch you see that you are not merely relying on luck, but taking responsibility for your life. They see your sacrifices, your determination, and your willingness to do what is necessary. This creates admiration and motivates others to adopt the same mindset. Parents inspire children this way, teachers inspire students this way, and leaders inspire teams this way, not by preaching alone, but by showing commitment through their own actions. Another layer to this is that your effort can awaken someone who may have given up. There are people silently struggling, carrying dreams in their hearts, but feeling too defeated to pursue them. When they witness your consistency, they find the courage to believe again. Your journey becomes a reminder that it's not too late, that failure is not final, and that with renewed effort, they too can rise. Even without knowing it, you become a source of hope. The world needs examples of resilience, examples of perseverance, examples of ordinary people doing extraordinary things through consistent effort. Every time you choose to push forward, you are not just moving yourself closer to your dream, you are lighting a path for others to follow. And that is one of the most beautiful legacies your hard work can leave behind. Fulfillment is often thought to come only at the end of the journey, when the dream has been achieved and the goal is finally in your hands. But the truth is, real fulfillment is not hidden in the destination. It is found in the journey itself. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, and every lesson you learn along the way carries its own joy and meaning. If you wait until the very end to feel fulfilled, you miss out on the richness of the process that shapes you into the person capable of living that dream. The journey is where transformation happens. The moment you set a goal, you are no longer the same person. You begin to stretch, to grow, and to evolve. Each day of effort develops patience, discipline, and resilience within you. These qualities are more valuable than the achievement itself because they stay with you long after the applause fades. Fulfillment comes from noticing how much you are growing day by day, how the challenges that once intimidated you now feel smaller because you have become stronger. When you start embracing the journey, you also begin to appreciate small victories. The world may not celebrate every little milestone, but you can. That first step out of your comfort zone, that one moment of choosing discipline over distraction, that single improvement you notice in yourself. All of these are moments of fulfillment. They remind you that your dream is not something far away in the future. It is being built in the present through your daily choices. The journey also gives you stories to tell. If success came instantly, without struggle or effort, it would feel empty. What makes achievement meaningful is the path you walk to reach it. the sacrifices you made, the failures you endured, the times you wanted to give up but didn't. These experiences fill your life with depth and richness. They shape your character and give you wisdom that no amount of success alone could provide. Fulfillment comes not just from reaching the top, but from knowing what it took to climb there. Another layer of fulfillment in the journey is connection. Along the way, you meet people, learn from mentors, share your struggles, and inspire others with your resilience. These relationships, these moments of shared humanity, are treasures that success cannot buy. They are part of the gift of the journey, making the path meaningful even when the goal seems far away. Most importantly, fulfillment in the journey teaches you gratitude. You realize that every day you get to work on your dream is a blessing. Every obstacle is a teacher, and every step forward is progress. Instead of postponing happiness until the dream is achieved, you carry happiness with you along the road. And when the day finally comes that your dream becomes reality, it won't just be the victory God fulfills you. It will be the beautiful journey that made you who you are.